Selmer production. Combat. Starring Vic Morrow. And Rick Jason. Co-starring Skip Homeyer.
What's so funny?
You ought to see your face.
Well, you ain't no raven beauty yourself.
Billy, your dog tags tapes?
Yeah.
Well, everybody, I want you to hear this. This mission has one purpose, and one purpose only. It's to find prisoners and bring them back. Now, above all, we avoid a fight. You got it?
That's sure fine with me, Sarge.
Now, for the last time, does everybody know what this is all about?
You mean the war, Sarge?
He doesn't mean the war.
I like a squad with a sense of humor. Hope yours lasts through the night.
You all set, Sergeant?
Ready.
We're going to split up into groups. If each group brings in one prisoner, we've done a good night's work. S2 and the outposts have already been notified, so there'll be no re-entry problems. Now, the storm's blowing over. So the quieter you move, the longer you're going to live. We'll rendezvous at 0400 hours at the cemetery just outside the village and re-enter the lines together. Questions? I'll take Davis, Baker, and Brockmeyer with me. Good luck, Sergeant.
Right.
Let's move out, fellas.
What's all this creep and crawl, Sarge? Now, why don't we just go out there and grab ourselves a crowd, huh?
Just like that, huh?
Yeah.
Kirby. Jump up and down.
What?
You heard me. I said jump up and down.
He wants to see if anything rattles beside your head.
Now, you can do better than that.
It's gonna be cold out there, Sarge. I thought,
Trouble with you is, Kirby, you don't think at all.
It's gonna be a long night.
All right, let's go.
Wie lange wird es dauern?
Ich glaube nicht zu lange. Hast du Angst? Bist du jemals auf Nachtstreife gewesen?
Nicht ein Tag- und Tagstreife.
Wird schon gut gehen. Keine Angst.
Hier, Feldwebel, sind unsere Gegner.
Die 361.
Nicht nur die 361., auch andere Infanterieeinheiten sind in den letzten 48 Stunden in diesen Sektor eingedrungen.
Verstärkung dieser Größe bedeuten, dass der Feind einen Angriff plant.
Also lass uns alle aufbrechen, ne?
Na, los! Also los! Behalt euch! Nicht so lahm!
So do I.
Ich hasse diese Sachen.
Ja, ich mag sie auch nicht.
Kirby.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something. Go on up ahead and take a look.
They can have this night patrol. I sure don't want it.
Reminds me of coon hunting back home. I wish I were there now.
Yeah, so do I.
He's taking too much time. I'll take a look.
Hey, what did I tell you, Sarge? Easy as falling off a log.
Where'd you find him?
Under a rock. Him and two others was laying wire. They got killed.
How do you know that?
He told me.
He told you.
Yeah.
Does he speak English?
Speaks better English than Cage.
Looks like a lucky night, Sergeant.
Yeah. Well, let's go home.
Hold it. Relax, we're on the same side.
Drop your rifle. You heard me. What are you doing out here?
Well, my squad was on recon. I got separated.
Who are you? Grants, Joseph B. 04. You an officer?
Lieutenant.
I'm Saunders.
What are your orders, Sergeant?
Well, we was sent out to bring in a prisoner.
Looks like I owe you one. Mind if I come along? Well, I'm not a guy to stand on ceremony. I'll just be part of the patrol. You got your orders, it's your assignment. I'll do whatever you say.
Well, look, Lieutenant,
Maybe you didn't hear me, Sergeant. I said I don't stand on ceremony. Most fighting soldiers don't. Now, you want to call me something, you call me Kranz or Joe or just Hay. Because you call me Lieutenant and the crowd hears it and I'm the first one popped. Call me sir, the same thing happens. Out here, rank doesn't mean a thing.
No, sir. You want to come along, it's all right.
I want to go along, Sergeant.
Let's go.
I told you these woods were full of krauts.
All that. Too many of them. Now almost 2 hours. It's gonna take us that long to get back.
Back? You mean back? You're not giving up?
We're moving pretty close to their lines. We don't want to go to Berlin just for a prisoner.
Close to their lines, our chances of finding them are better.
And riskier.
I'll tell you something. Everything in life is a risk, and that starts with getting born. I want you to take this personally, but a patrol like this gives guys who don't want to fight a pretty good chance to goof off. I mean, they go to sleep somewhere for 6 or 7 hours, somewhere nice and safe, and then they go in. You got a good gang here. They move good. Not afraid to be in a crowded neighborhood. They'll do what they came here for if you let them.
We'll stay out another half hour, and then we'll move him back.
Without a prisoner?
With or without.
All right, I said you were in command and I'd take orders like the others, but I've got to understand those orders first, and what you just said, I don't understand.
We've been told to avoid a fight, and I do as I'm told.
You go with a book, don't you, Sergeant?
I'm alive. Let's go. Where's Krantz?
Oh, I thought he was with you.
Well, maybe things got too rough for him. Maybe he talks a better war than he fights.
Yeah, maybe he just got lost.
He knows this sector. His company held it till a couple of days ago.
I think he's out there because he wants to be.
Well, you gotta wait for him. You can't just...
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait just 10 minutes. And we head back. Every minute we stay here makes it easier for the Germans to find us.
Old Sarge sure don't cut that lieutenant, does he?
Can you blame him? We sing around here like pigeons.
Krantz is okay. It's just that when some guys lose their place in the chain of command, they drift off and drown.
Are you talking about the sergeant?
Well, Sarge's been giving orders to an officer. Maybe it's getting him down. Maybe the lieutenant's making him lose confidence in himself. It's like a team having a coach. Coach never saying nothing, just all the time watching for mistakes. It's enough to make anybody jumpy.
Look, Kirby, there's no better squad leader than the sergeant. You know it.
He just never should have taken that lieutenant along. That's all I gotta say.
We have to be heading back. It's getting light. That lieutenant wants to come along. He'll just have to find us.
Well, that won't be very hard. I heard you guys 50 yards away. You better keep your voices down if you want to stay alive.
You could have got yourself killed just now. I told you to stay with this patrol.
There you go with those regulations again.
You said you'd follow my orders. Now, if you want to pull rank on me, you just have to wait till we get back.
Oh, we're not getting back. Not now. We're cut off just over that rise of a patrol twice our size. Of course, they don't know we're here yet. We could come up on their blind side.
If we start firing now, we're going to have more company than we can handle.
What's the matter, Sergeant? Are you afraid of a fight?
We'll find a place to hide. Then we'll make our way back tonight.
I know a place, Sergeant. Follow me. Home.
Kirby, come with me. Cover us.
get the others.
What do you think of my foxhole, Sarge? You gotta go a long way to beat it. Make yourself to home. We've got all the conveniences. Steam heat, running water.
Rats. Your men.
What about them?
What happened to them?
Looks like I said, I got separated. I left them, I went ahead to scout, and when I got back, they were gone.
Maybe they're still up there. I'll go on up and take a look.
Sergeant, wouldn't do any good. We were more than a mile from here when we lost each other. I'll make you guys some coffee.
Little John.
Yeah.
You and Billy get back up there, take the first guard. Kirby?
Yeah?
You and Cage go on up above. Take a look through those tunnels.
You got some good boys there, Sarge. They do just what you tell them. That was the trouble with my outfit. They didn't do like I said. So now they're cut off 5 miles from their own lines and country crawling with krauts.
How come you went ahead to scout, Lieutenant? Why didn't you send one of your men?
I'm good in the dark, Sergeant.
You lost your command.
They didn't do like I said. They didn't do like I said.
Can't stay out in this light, sir. I know. I'll bet I know what's holding up a sergeant. That little drip Nelson probably got lost. He's gonna cost us the war.
All right. We go back to 1st Platoon Outpost. Sergeant will have to make it there instead of here. Let's go.
Little John?
Yeah.
You know that fella Krantz? Boy, there's a strange ball for you.
That's no way to talk about an officer, Billy. Didn't they teach you any military courtesy?
Yeah, but there's something funny about him. If you want to know the truth, I don't think he is an officer at all.
You don't?
Nope.
How come?
Well, you take you, for instance.
Me?
Yeah, no, if I didn't know you and you come up to me and said, I'm a buck private, I'd believe you.
You would?
Yeah.
How come?
You look like a private.
I do.
Yeah, you know the way you stand kind of all slumped over and with your uniform hanging.
You calling me a slob?
No, all I'm saying is that if you came up to me and said you were an officer, I'd know you weren't. The same as you would me. Now watch, I'll prove it. My name's Nelson, Lieutenant Nelson.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, you see what I mean? And that goes for that fella Krantz in there, too. You mark my words, Little John. If he is an officer, I am a chicken colonel. I know. Thought Sergeant wiped me out back there, didn't you? I kept a kicker. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to get the jump on old Kirby.
Yeah, but if the sergeant catches you...
It'll never hold up in a court-martial. Look, if the Army expects me to crawl around these dirty, damp caves, the least they can do is turn their back if I want to use a little alcohol for medicinal purposes. Fella could catch his death cold place like this. Have a snort.
No.
What?
I just don't want one.
Look, Cajun ain't like we're drinking on duty. You see that light up there?
Yeah, so what?
All right, we were on night patrol, right? Have a snort.
Thanks.
Suit yourself.
You know, Kirby? You know that fellow Krantz down there?
What about it?
He reminds me a lot of you, Kirby.
What's that supposed to mean?
Look, here we are in this hole. Krauts all around. And there you sit with a bottle in your hands.
You saying I ain't a good soldier?
Drink that and you won't be.
You've been busy, haven't you, Lieutenant? You figure there's going to be a run on souvenirs after the war's over?
This war isn't going to be over for a long time, Sergeant.
Is that what you want?
Why do you say a fool thing like that?
Well, this pile of guns, those helmets, and that scarecrow in there with a German uniform on it.
Well, a man gets kind of lonely being cut off out here. You got to have something to do to pass the time.
Like killing?
That's what it comes down to, isn't it, Sergeant? Something can happen to a man if he doesn't understand why he's here. You gotta have a point of view about fighting. Once you got a point of view, you got a state of mind. You live and the other guy dies.
You take this war kind of personal, don't you?
You'd be surprised how many guys get killed who don't.
You said you were cut off from your patrol.
That's right.
When?
When?
I mean, tonight, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago? When?
Strange how you lose track of time.
What outfit were you in?
What?
I said, what outfit were you in?
The 422nd.
Lieutenant, they pulled out of this sector 2 weeks ago.
What is this, Sergeant? The 3rd degree?
You're fighting this war with a broken beer bottle, Lieutenant. You keep it up and you're going to end up wrapped in chicken wire, staring out a window, being spoon-fed.
Not a chance.
Nothing, sir. Hey, Sarge. What do you make of those?
Smith, Oliver, R. Turner, Paul D. Howes, R. Robert D. Kane, Tom G.
Give me those. I think I'll check around and see if there's a back door to this place, just in case.
Kirby.
Yo.
Keep an eye on him.
Sergeant tell you to follow me?
Oh, no. I thought you might need some help. What's up that way?
It's a dead end.
boy, it feels good.
Yeah, and now it does, but don't be surprised if a couple of days from now your toes fall off. Catch me putting a foot in there. You don't know what kind of underground minerals might be floating around that stuff.
Trouble with you, Kirby, is you worry too much. Who knows, I may have found the fountain of youth.
So you have young feet. What do you make of him, Sarge?
I don't know.
I say we ought to get out of this place. I'd rather run through the German lines in daylight than be caught down here. The crowds come through that door up there, they got us cold, you know that. Sitting around your own grave waiting for somebody to come throw dirt on your face.
Yeah.
Hey, what time is it?
It was 700.
What time's that?
7 o'clock.
What if the lieutenant's still waiting for us?
First flight, he'd pull on back.
Whew. Hope he had better luck than we did.
Sergeant. Shame I had to knock off that crowd prisoner of yours. You guys could all be home in bed by now. But don't feel too bad, because a prisoner taken on the way in can be just as good as one taken on the way out. And come dark, I'll get you another one.
Kirby, you come with me.
Where are you going?
It's gonna take a little walk.
We'll see you don't get lost.
Did you see anything?
Fog.
Boy, it looks like the sergeant's gonna keep us up here all day.
Looks like.
Oh, this place gives me the creeps.
Creeps?
Yeah, just look at it.
What's wrong with it?
Well, it's so weird.
We had a cave back home. It was full of bats.
Bats?
Those things that hang upside down.
You don't suppose there's any around here, do you?
There's a way to find out.
What's that?
Take off your hat.
My hat?
Yeah, bats like to swoop down and get in your hair.
They do?
Fella back home got a bat in his beard. Took 2 barbers and a game warden to get it out.
You're kidding.
You think so? Take off your hat.
Krantz. Lieutenant Joseph Krantz. Stop talking, Krantz, or whatever your name is.
Now, look, Sergeant, I don't want to have to pull rank on you.
There are 9 dead men lying in that tunnel back there.
You know you can get about 5 years in a stockade for going against an officer.
And one of them is the officer you claim to be.
That's a lie.
I just cut that dog tag off him. Now you look at it. I said look at it.
We never should have come in here. Tried to tell the lieutenant, but he wouldn't listen to me. Nobody ever listens to me. We were out after some prisoners, just like tonight. Germans jumped us, about 20 of them. We came in here to hide. They caught us back in that tunnel. We didn't have a chance. I was the only one that got away. When it was over, I came back, and I've been here ever since. You get back to the lines. You tell them that Joe Krantz is still here fighting. Getting even for those boys. You tell them that.
Why don't you go back and tell them?
I can't.
Why?
You trying to trap me, Sergeant? Don't you think I know when somebody's trying to trap me?
How come you were the only one that got away, huh?
Because I'm smart. Because I know how to take care of myself. If nobody wants you, you learn how to take care of yourself. That lieutenant, he should have listened to me. They'd all be alive if he listened to me, but oh no, he had to make a stand, get himself killed, everybody else.
Everybody but you. Why?
I'll go up and take over the guard.
You didn't answer my question.
Don't push me, Sergeant.
Why, what are you gonna do? You're gonna kill me? Huh? You gonna take my dog tags?
You think that's what happened?
Didn't it?
No.
Then why aren't you lying back there in that tunnel with the others?
Because I ran. I turned my back on those boys and I ran.
If you're not Joe Krantz, who are you?
I don't know, Sergeant. Dear God, I don't know. Sergeant! Kraus!
Get down here! Kirby, put out that fire. Come on. How many of them?
About 10. They spotted the entrance.
Sie bleiben zur Deckung.
Ihr zwei durchsucht die Höhle und die zwei Nächsten gehen durch den Gang.
You said you ran. You said you were cut off in here and you ran. How did you get out of here?
I said, how'd you get out of here? Back entrance. There's a back entrance.
Where?
Down this tunnel, around that bend.
Hey, Sarge! We better get out of here. They have a flamethrower.
Come on, let's get out of here!
Keep going. Go on.
I didn't run this time, did I, Sergeant? Sergeant, when you get back, you tell him that I'm still fighting. You tell him.